Welcome to the first ever Dorm Room Sports.
Tonight we're going to be talking about the NFL opening night.
Zeke's a massive new contract.
And Carli Lloyd, should she play in the NFL? We'll find out.
Welcome to the first ever Dorm Room Sports Special. Tonight we're hosted by our co-hosts here. I'm Ben.
Colin.
Anthony.
Dylan. Josh.
Jarrett.
Nato.
Josh. Alright. Happy NFL opening night eve. My name is Josh. I'm going to share a little bit about myself. In high school, I didn't play any sports because I wasn't good enough, and I'm an all New England guy for sports teams.
I'm Dylan. I played soccer and baseball in high school, and I'm a big New York fan. Let's go Giants. My bad.
I'm Anthony. I'm a huge Boston fan. I played football and rugby in high school, and that's the best team in the NFL. So.
Absolutely not.
I'm Colin. I'm from Boston. Played basketball, football, and a little bit of lacrosse in high school, and big Kobe Bryant fan.
I'm Ben. I'm from Greenwich, Connecticut. Varsity track captain. Big sports guy. Like the New York Yankees and the New Orleans Saints, then Philadelphia 76ers, and then don't have a WNBA team yet. We're looking for that one.
The Suns.
Suns. I like the Suns.
And the Rangers.
And oh wow.
I'm Nato. My experience is nothing. My favorite team is the Chargers, and then Boston for everything else.
I'm Jarrett. I am from New Hartford, Connecticut. Very small town. I'm sure you guys have never heard of it. I played a little bit of baseball in high school, some basketball. I like the Red Sox, LeBron James. You guys can't see the jersey.
High school.
Yeah. That's about it. Yeah.
Alright, just to give a quick rundown about what our show is. We're 7 college students, and we all live in this dorm except the one on the end. He doesn't live here because we didn't want to live with him. And we're going to just talk about sports news, sports shows, I don't know, whatever is big in the sports world. For example, tonight, obviously a lot of NFL because it's starting up tomorrow night, and we're super excited about it. So the way our show is going to work is we're going to go through 3 main topics that we have from the week to keep things a little more organized. I'm just going to throw 5 minutes on a clock so we don't get too out of place with it. So I'm going to start up the timer right now. And the first topic is NFL opening night tomorrow and the final roster is being set. Anybody have anything to add? I can get us rolling if we want.
Well, personally, Chicago Bears defense taken in the 6th round by me. They're going to destroy Aaron Rodgers. His knee going to get blown out.
He's a bad man.
Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers is a bad man.
Especially the new handlebar mustache.
We had our fantasy draft up here, by the way, and there is some hot takes on here from the NFL. For example, let's see, Dylan took Ezekiel Elliott first round, which you might be thinking, Josh, he just got paid, dude. All right, well, we did this draft last week. We had no clue if he was going to play.
Mind you, not first round, 2nd overall pick.
Well, we will get into that, though, later on. But one thing I did want to bring up, what I thought was pretty interesting, was Jadeveon Clowney to the Seahawks.
Ooh. Is the Legion of Boom back?
Legion of Boom might be back. That might bring.
The Legion of Boom was the secondary. The Legion of Boom was.
The Legion of Boom was the whole Seahawks defense.
No, it was just Richard Sherman,
Brandon
Browner,
12th man,
Chancellor.
Cam
12th man was
Chancellor,
a
and Earl
fan.
Thomas. The Legion of Boom was just
the 12th man, dude.
Yeah, I got
the whole
that.
Legion of Boom thing was.
Yeah, but the Legion of Boom.
Alright, regardless if it was the secondary or not.
We'll look that up.
The Seahawks defense
gonna be.
maybe filthy again. Let me look that up.
Seahawks as a whole might be filthy.
Yeah.
That's a pretty hot take.
No, dude.
Russell Wilson just got paid.
He's
He's gonna like slow it down a little bit. He's gonna relax.
Chris
He
Carson.
ain't Brady, that's for sure.
Chris Carson.
Chris Carson's gonna have a pretty good year.
Hot take. He doesn't.
Moving on. Thoughts on LaShawn McCoy of the Chiefs?
I mean, it's just really getting unfair at this point.
Chiefs are sick.
All the weapons.
Shady's
that
had
they have.
some troubled years in the past. He's getting up there in age. I don't know.
Sitting there wearing a Patriots jersey, being as optimistic as he can.
I have some
No, I mean, they're
updates
gonna
on
be
Legion
sick.
of Boom.
But
What?
According to Wikipedia, the Legion of Boom, LOB otherwise known as, was the nickname given to the Seattle Seahawks defense during the 2010s.
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, Jared, you're saying. Wait, back to the little thing. You said they're getting unfair, right? The Chiefs.
yeah.
I mean, they just keep losing players because they're just coming kicking.
Well, actually, let's go back to the board real quick.
Also,
Another hot take.
God.
Another hot take.
Kareem Hunt in the fourth round
Fourth round.
later traded to Anthony for. Go ahead.
A bag of potatoes.
No, can you tell us what the mentality was in that
And I'm
bet
thinking Kareem Hunt.
and taking Kareem Hunt?
I forgot that he was suspended for 8 games. And I was thinking of Tyreek Hill.
He's also.
You thought he was Tyreek Hill?
I was thinking of both because I know they both
Tyreek
abuse
Hill
people.
also is controversial.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, moving along in this. Kenny Stills to the Texans.
He's gonna go off.
I agree.
Kenny Stills has like
Good
4
year.
explosive games a season. That if you had the right quarterback,
I have a question for all the viewers and all you guys. Why was Deshaun Watson the second-ranked quarterback on
Odd.
fantasy?
Odd.
Why was he my second option for like the top-rated?
I think it's
I would
because he
personally
has
put
the best
Drew Brees
wide
up
receiver.
there.
That's
really
really
good.
good.
It's true.
That's a good point.
That's true.
And he's a
does.
beast. He can run the ball too.
Texans are going to be good though.
Yeah,
They'll be
Texans
good.
are gonna be good. They have some good. Who else
Kenny's
is
a
part of that
sleeper
trade?
pick, by the way,
Yeah.
guys.
It was Laramie Tunsil and Kenny Stills.
Yeah, and they just got Crossan. Crossan went over from the Patriots too. Not very good, but hey, I like it.
Texans will be solid.
Moving with about a minute and a half left. This is kind of interesting. I'm excited to hear what Ben has to say about this.
Oh.
But, he's had a troubled past, but Josh Gordon is officially back. Back. We're moving. We got about 30 seconds left. Does anybody have anything else to add about NFL starting up? Anything excited?
Redskins are on their way to another 8-8 season.
Daniel Jones.
8-8? That's a stretch.
Got to see him in the
That's such a
season.
stretch.
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones.
I'm excited to see that.
What week do you guys think he comes in? Like, when
week
does
6.
Eli just
Week
shit
6.
the bed that bad?
Week 3.
4 or 5.
Week 3?
Week
Yeah.
6.
I think a week
Real
5.
early in the season.
Eli always likes to throw 4 interceptions like week 3 or 4. So.
Yeah.
We love Eli here on this
Within 4
We
weeks,
love Eli.
Eli's be on the bench.
He got 2 rings, dude. You
2
gotta love
rings
him. You gotta
against
love him.
the New England Patriots.
I heard he's Tom Brady's
Exactly.
dad, actually.
Exactly.
That's what I've heard as well.
And our 5 minutes is completed for that topic. Moving right along into the next one, staying with the NFL. Big news today. Ezekiel Elliott with a new contract. I'm starting our 5 minutes right now. Does anybody know the contract off the top of our head? I can look
$90
it up.
million for 5
One at a time.
Was it 6 years?
6 years.
6
90
years.
mil.
Yeah. 6.
My
$90
question is,
million.
will he stay good for 8 years in a row? You think he'll still be?
I think he has
That's a good
5
point.
good years in him.
I think
He's
so.
big.
Depending on how much they use him. Cowboys like to give him the ball like 39 times a game, so.
I
Dak
think so.
Prescott's
Yeah,
here for
He's
a
gonna
long
get some more
time.
carry. I think so.
No, I think that money's deserved. He eats. He's
Yeah,
the reason
well,
why
it's
That
definitely
made
deserved.
him
No question about
highest
that.
paid running back in the league,
Over
correct?
Todd Gurley.
It did, yes.
I mean, I don't know. That contract seems pretty legit to me, but Jared Goff, $110 million guaranteed
That's
for 0
ridiculous.
touchdowns in the Super Bowl.
Cowboys are still not the best team in the NFC.
I know. I was gonna say they paid him all that money just to not make it passing.
I was saying this to someone
Yeah.
today. Every year, the Cowboys fan base is the only fan base that every year they think they're going to win the Super Bowl.
And they just don't.
They just don't.
Terrible
They haven't
fan
won
base.
once since what, 93, 92, 93? Some year.
Yeah.
And
it's very well in the 90s.
To remind you how confusing this process has been, in my notes here I have Ezekiel Elliott and the Cowboys are close to a new contract. Just kidding. Just kidding. They finalized the contract. Over the last few days, it's been kind of up in the air that he was supposed to be close to one, and then they were going to put it off until whenever, and then he was flying into Dallas to work on one, and then today they finally completed his contract.
Yeah.
So,
A little.
Hold on, you see Dirk Nowitzki's
Yeah.
tweet? He thought the paparazzi, the media was there for
Yeah, I'll
They
throw
should
that-
be there for
I'll
Dirk.
throw that up on the screen for you guys.
Zeke was
They really
coming
should
in.
be there for Dirk, to be honest with
He's a
you.
great guy. No,
Dirk's
but
giving way more to that city than stupid
Dylan,
Zeke Elliott has.
how'd you feel this week with all of that trades falling through, then coming back, then falling through?
It was an up and down week, but then when it finally got finalized, oh, I was so happy this morning.
Hey, I'm playing Dylan week 1, so hopefully Zeke doesn't eat too hard. I mean, I know he's been eating off season, so maybe he.
Dylan
won't.
sat
They're
back.
playing the Giants though, so
He sat back in his chair and realized Zeke was going to go for 165 and 3 touchdowns against his New
he's
York
probably gonna
Giants.
shit on Daniel Jones and the Giants.
Dylan, you also have OBJ on your team.
True.
Yeah.
I'm hyped about that pick.
I got
And-
one take
and
from
hey,
you.
Go off.
Speaking of OBJ, right below him on this draft board, we've had a birdie in the back of the room being a little quiet. Chargers fan now. Can I hear your thoughts on Melvin Gordon not getting a deal until the season's over?
Well, it sucks. He's probably not gonna fucking play. But I mean, I wish he would play.
Would you say the Chargers are still a playoff team without him?
Yes.
Why?
Austin Eckler.
Yeah,
You have a great offense. You have a great defense.
I got Austin Eckler right here, backup Chargers.
I got
running
Chargers
back.
D, baby.
Joey Bosa, baby. Yeah, no, that's definitely interesting. Correct me if I'm not remembering this right, but didn't they say they're not finalizing a deal until the season's over?
No, they're looking to trade him. A couple teams went for.
The Eagles are interested.
Also,
apparently.
yeah, I was gonna say,
Wow.
I heard Melvin Gordon followed the Eagles on Twitter. So.
Really?
That pretty much guarantees Melvin Gordon's going to the Eagles. Heard it here
It
first.
does not guarantee anything, dude.
And you didn't hear it first.
That's why he doesn't live here.
Mookie Betts just had a solo bomb, by the way. Sorry.
The Red Sox, who are how many games behind?
Who cares, dude? We won
Like, I
last
don't know, like
year,
a
okay?
half.
I'm just saying that they're bad. That's all I'm
All
trying to
right,
say.
but yeah, Zeke and Melvin Gordon. It's gonna be interesting. I think Zeke's gonna eat this season.
I think he gets hurt. They're gonna use him that much. I feel like they're gonna rely a lot on
I think
him.
Tony Pollard's going to take a little bit of the weight off his shoulders.
Jason Witten, what do we think? Gonna have a comeback season?
No, I think he's going to be a solid tight end. Not going to be anything like he used to be.
I find it hilarious that Jason Garrett still puts a headset on every week for the Dallas Cowboys. What is Jerry Jones doing?
He just wants to be part of the team, dog.
Jason Garrett is not an NFL head coach.
Don't you love the form, the way he claps?
Oh, I love the form. Love the form.
Beautiful form. I've never seen someone clap better than he does.
Guy way here, back-to-back.
Sorry, guys. Just want to throw the game on in the background. All right, so we're into this one a little early. We're gonna go into the next one. 5 minutes back on the board. This topic can be seen as controversial. I mean, it really isn't. Carli Lloyd expressing interest in kicking in the NFL. Before we begin, just to throw this up in the air, none of us have a problem with any women being in the NFL or any professional sports. They can obviously do it. It's like not a joke. It's 2019. We know we're not playing around, but you know what I mean. Just to be said, so we don't look at like stupid. I don't know where I'm looking for. Anyway, thoughts on Carli Lloyd wanting to kick in the NFL?
I think she can do it. I just don't know how fair it is. You know what I mean? She gets out there. She kicks a pretty routine like practice kick. I know it's 55 yards. 55 yards is it's a pretty long kick, but there are a lot of kickers that grow up and like practice their whole lives to kick. And for her to get that one chance to go out there, and who knows, maybe it was like not her first kick. Like maybe she took a couple kicks to actually make it, but I don't know, I think it's a tough break for some of the kickers like that go out there and practice every day and never get their chance. And for her to make this one kick and everybody to be like, you know what, she should kick in the
It's
NFL.
pro football, man. I
It
don't know
is.
what to tell you.
Well, yeah.
She can do it, she can do it. I don't like the argument saying that she's a liability if her kick gets blocked. Have you seen a kicker try to make a tackle? All these men
Almost
kickers,
all kickers
No.
are
all
liable.
men kickers trying to make an open field tackle.
Other than,
Not
the,
possible.
other than the one on the what was it, on the Falcons or something last year, did you guys see that?
He
Oh, yeah.
lays
Kicker
him
just
out.
lit.
But most of the time, they're the most unathletic people on the field.
Yeah,
We
I
love
mean,
kickers, but they're
pretty
just
lean.
they're not tacklers.
I agree. That's a good point, Jared. I didn't
There's
even
some,
think of.
I don't know,
I
some
don't know, Josh might agree with me on this one, that she's just at the peak of her soccer career. Like,
Yeah,
energy
she
of
plays
waste.
for. I wrote it down. Who does she play for? She plays for.
Who?
Oh,
Carli
really?
Lloyd plays for the U.S. Women's National Team.
Yeah, but
I'm
her
saying, like,
that and she's on a club team too. I didn't write it down, but she's a club soccer player and an international soccer player. They just won.
Well, her soccer career,
Back-to-back World Cups.
Her soccer career for the U.S. team's kind of
Yeah, obviously 4 years is a long time.
yeah,
we
it's
don't know if she's on
kind
the
of
team.
it's
but-
kind of going down the drain a little bit. I mean, she's still a good soccer player, but I think
We've also made the argument that I mean, it works sometimes, but a lot of times when a professional athlete plays multiple professional sports, like it doesn't always work.
Jordan's
Yeah.
tough.
I mean, it
Michael
has.
Jordan's the biggest example of that.
Yeah,
You're right.
MJ's the easiest example of that.
Jackson.
And
Oh, but he was good though.
No, they weren't.
Yeah.
Deion Sanders really weren't.
Yeah, he did. But I'm just saying, they can do it.
yeah, I don't know. I also feel like professional athletes going to the NFL, no matter who it is, can be a rough idea. Like, you take any professional athlete out of the NBA or the MLB, and like, I don't know how they're gonna do it in the NFL. So
Yeah.
Playing football
Hard as
as a whole just takes a big toll on your body. Look at Gronk, Andrew Luck. They retired way early because football is just that type of sport.
Andrew Luck.
Well, she is a
He's
kicker.
She's a kicker though. I mean,
She's
you know
not
what
a
I mean?
tight end.
I think
She's not taking that type
She's
of
not
beating,
taking
but
hits.
I think if she has the opportunity to do it, it's a power move. It's
I was just gonna
it's
say,
true.
regardless of if she does it or not, which I mean, I don't think she would, because like we said, her soccer career. But I feel like we're getting closer and closer to the day there's gonna be a woman playing professional men's sports, and I'm pretty excited. to see
I'm not against seeing it happen,
who it
but I
is.
don't think it's going to happen anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how soon, but I think it's gonna happen.
I do
eventually.
think this
it's
whole
gonna be
deal-
fun to see.
The whole deal with the Eagles and stuff, I think that was more publicity than anything.
I agree.
I think it was more of a publicity stunt to see what they could stir up in the media. And I think they did a good job of it because we're sitting here talking about it right now. So
it's true. They do
That's a good point. All right, anything else
Maybe
to add
it's
on
just
that?
publicity.
yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's not, but we'll see.
I agree. Okay, anything else to add on Carli Lloyd? Nada?
Maybe it's like a money thing.
Go get that
Like,
Olympic gold medal.
You make more money in the NFL than
Yeah,
you would
it's- yeah,
playing
it's on
club
Olympics.
soccer
That's
or,
true.
or women's soccer.
I'm
Right.
sure she's thought of that.
Like, if she could make it to the NFL level, I'm sure kickers make more than some of these soccer players
Yeah.
do for the women's teams. That's all I gotta say.
All right, next segment. Top 7 plays of the week. All right, so this is a segment where we all picked our favorite play from the week. That's not in any specific order, and it probably, some of these wouldn't even make top 10 plays of the day on ESPN. And a lot of them probably would, but not all of them. So yeah, first off, we're going to start with my play that I picked on Saturday night. The Red Sox and the Angels were knotted up 6-6 in the top of the 15th, out west. And Mookie Betts rocked a go-ahead solo home run, his second of the game, and the Sox went on to win that one by 1. Next up, we have Jarrett's pick, Charlie Blackmon and the Colorado Rockies out west playing the LA Dodgers. Blackmon, Sox one deep out to right field. And look at Jock Peterson crashing into the wall and making the catch. Peterson, a little shaken up after the play. However, the Dodgers would go on to win that one 16-9. Big win for the Dodgers in that one. Third, Anthony picks a preseason NFL game, Giants versus Patriots. Jared Stidham drops back to about the 25-yard line and lets one loose to Josh Gordon for a 20-yard or 19-yard gain, His first catch back with the Patriots. And the Giants went on to win that one, 31-29.
big preseason.
Shout out Dylan.
Should have just yawning.
Fourth, we have Dylan's pick. Texas versus Louisiana Tech. Quarterback rolls out of the pocket, lets one fly to Colin Johnson with an unreal catch, keeping 1 foot in play. I believe Texas went on to win that game. Fifth, Ben choosing the Yankees.
I got it, Josh.
Next up, Ben picking the Yankees, walking it off 2 nights in a row against the Oakland Athletics. Mike Ford drives one deep to right field, right into the Yankees bullpen. You can see Chapman in there going crazy, just launches a fastball into the ground. Yankees took 2 out of 3 from the A's in that one. And here's Brett Gardner just pouring Gatorade right on Mike Ford. All right, next up we have Nado's play. This is an odd one, but very deserving out of the Russian Premier League. Excuse me on the pronunciation, but Evgeny Chernov with what may be the best save I've ever seen by a non-goalie. Saving the ball twice from going in the goal. That's just unreal. Maybe more people watch the Russian Premier League now. I don't know. I probably won't. But next we have Colin, last play of the segment. Aaron Fuller out of Washington State with 2 diving catches in the end zone. One of them unreal, one-handed over the shoulder, leans back and grabs that one, pulls it in for a touchdown. And then later in the game, nice over-the-shoulder turning and dives staying him down, both feet in on that one. And yeah, just an overall great play. So that's our top 7 of the week. All right, so next up we're going into our 3 side topics of the week. We got through our main ones, so I'm going to throw minute 30 on the board for this one. And the first one, we have Andrew Luck retiring and Jacoby Brissett taking it over for the Colts. So anybody got any thoughts on that?
Jacoby Brissett makes the playoffs. You heard it here first.
Colts going to the playoffs, huh?
Jacoby Brissett brings them to the playoffs.
Former Patriot.
All I'm saying is Jacoby Brissett can't be for them when Nick Foles was to the Eagles. He has to take over a whole season where he thought he was going to get 0 playing time.
I think Jacoby Brissett.
You still have a really good team.
No,
He's
it's
got
a great team.
T.Y. Marlon Mack in the backfield, take some pressure off.
No, I mean, yeah, you can have a
I'm
great
feeling it.
team, but if you don't have someone good at like throwing
He's
the ball.
talented. You see him play in New England, and he played
He
a couple
learned
games
from
last
Tom
year.
Brady too. So
I mean, I will admit, Tom Brady trainees do great. Garoppolo. Garoppolo. He's going to do great things. Had he not torn his ACL,
yeah.
he would have had an amazing first season with the 49ers. Still getting paid, but you know what? That's a good point. I'll give
Didn't
you
he throw
that.
5 interceptions at a joint practice like 2 weeks ago?
Practice. Redskins do that in the real game.
Practice.
Wow.
What?
Oh,
Wow.
Sorry.
Coming at me.
Dwayne Haskins,
Oh,
doesn't throw interception.
hot take. Doesn't
NFC
throw touchdowns.
Championship game was treating you well last year, Benny, wasn't it?
Oh, wow.
When's the last time you were in the playoffs?
God,
2 years ago.
we're getting away from Andrew Luck. Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. I read a thing today, I feel like I read it on Twitter, so maybe it's not true, but I think Jacoby Brissett, I read that he didn't have an agent when he made his contract, he just did that himself.
Wow.
He doesn't want anybody touching his money.
No, he's not good enough to
Dealing
have an
with his
agent.
No, you can definitely pay
He's
for an agent
scared.
if you wanted to.
Yeah, right. Well, he got a good deal. It's going to be fun to see how that goes. Moving right along to the next topic. I don't know how many people are going to be able to talk about this one. It's kind of a different sport, but Naomi Osaka eliminates 15-year-old Coco Gauff from the U.S. Open, then loses to 13 seed Bencic. I hope I pronounced that right. We don't watch a lot of tennis here. However, I think it's pretty awesome that a 15-year-old was playing up against a #1 seed in the U.S. Open. It was a great game, if any of you guys watched it.
I think the big story behind that was the hospitality, or not the hospitality, but how good of a winner that Osaka was after that. I don't know if you guys saw it, but she went up. Usually in tennis, you have the loser walks off modestly as the crowd claps for them, and then the winner gets a interview on center court in front of the whole crowd. But Osaka actually went up to Gauff and invited her to join her for the interview. And Osaka recognized her parents because Osaka and Gauff grew up together, only 6 years apart, played tennis together when they were younger. And it was really just a great thing that you don't see a lot in tennis, and you don't see a lot in other sports. So I think it was just something very rare and something that I hope we see down the road in other sports as well.
Yeah, I agree. That was fun to watch.
She's 15 too.
I
That's
know.
crazy.
And you could tell, if you guys were watching, the crowd was rooting for her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The crowd heavy was
Imagine being
rooting for her.
15 playing on a big stage like that.
Yeah, it was unreal. It was a fun match to watch. I mean, I don't really know a lot about tennis. I was trying to figure it out as I was watching, but yeah, it was exciting.
She's gonna have a huge career. If she's already at the U.S. Open, competing against the 1 seed
I
at the
agree.
age of 15.
Although she did get socked in that in that game. So moving right along, Justin Verlander with his 3rd career no-hitter. Sorry, Coco, but we hope to see you later on in your career. Justin Verlander threw for his 3rd career no-hitter the other day against the Blue Jays. He went 9 innings, 0 hits, 0 runs, 1 walk, and 14 strikeouts. And the Astros win on a 2-run home run by Abraham Toro. Anybody?
Of note for that game, that's actually Verlander's 2nd no-hitter in the Rogers Center.
I know. That's
So he
insane.
really likes that dome. Really loves it.
Can't get enough.
Can't get enough.
Really can't get enough of Toronto.
Really just loves it. Absolutely blistering Blue Jays.
Loves it. Also, all right, I don't know a lot about rules, obviously, with baseball, but can a pitcher pitch more than 9 innings if he started?
Yeah.
He can keep going? All right, regardless, Abraham Toro, I believe he's a rookie, blasted a 2-run home run at the top of the 9th, so Verlander could secure that no-hitter. That's a big deal.
That's a big deal.
That's a huge deal.
He's just filthy. Like, there's just nothing you can say at this point.
Yeah, Verlander's unreal.
Winner off, on and off the field.
Now that demolished me with him in the show
Especially
the other day.
Especially
Kate
off.
Upton.
Great woman.
Yeah,
Lucky guy.
Yeah, dude, 14 strikeouts. That's a Pretty good game.
Imagine throwing,
Kate Upton,
Pretty good.
pretty good life.
imagine throwing
Episode of
14
Kate
Ks and then
Upton.
going home to Kate Upton.
Great.
That's something.
We're going to go into these past week's scores. We have some interesting ones here. Starting off on Thursday, number 1, UCF beating Florida A&M. Anyone want to guess the score if you don't know it? I know Jared knows it.
It's a lot to it.
Lot to a little. Colin, you know what the score is? First of all, who do you think won?
Florida.
You think Florida A&M won?
Oh, my bad. UCF.
UCF?
That's
Yeah. 62-0. Wow. Try. Big
That
game.
curve.
Thursday night, we were watching this one. Giants had a huge night, 31-29 against the Patriots. It's gonna be fun. What's that? Week 6 regular season they play?
It was preseason.
Eli Manning owns Tom Brady. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, Eli Manning didn't play.
2-0.
There was obviously a
It was a
delay,
delay game on the last
yeah.
play.
Yeah, there was a
Preseason,
huge delay.
They're off by like
No,
2 seconds.
we'll give them
no,
the free
no
season.
bias. I'm gonna throw it
And
in
the past 2
We'll let
Super
their,
Bowls.
we'll let them get
Hey,
it.
the
And
refs,
the 2 Super
It
the
Bowls.
definitely
refs are
was-
in the preseason too. Give them
Yes,
some
yeah.
time.
So I'm saying, you gotta give them the preseason.
Big, as you just saw, big delay game right
I
there.
heard they made the yellow flags a little heavier this year. so
Neither
Did they
team
really?
fucking cares.
Should be less reluctant to
No,
throw.
they just didn't do that.
Saturday, Auburn versus Oregon. Auburn won 27-21. It was a good game.
Could be some early implications for college football playoffs in January as well. That game.
Yeah, I agree.
For that.
Just
Auburn
kidding, I don't
always has a
watch
good
college
enough team
football,
to
I
get
don't know
there,
anything
but
about
they just never get selected. Auburn just never gets selected. They beat Alabama twice last year, but they just lose against bad teams. Stop looking at me like that.
Rays swept the Indians this past week in 3 games in a decently tight American League wildcard race, mostly between the Rays, Indians, and Athletics because the Sox are
They're kicking.
they're trying. They're up 1-0 right now.
They're treading water.
Yep, we're working on
They're
it.
drowning.
They're treading water.
This is a little off topic it's not big news, but I'm a big fan. So Burnley lost 0-3 to Liverpool in the Premier League. Liverpool's 4-0. That's huge. Up on Man City. Mark their game on their calendar. I don't know when it is, but figure it out.
Tough loss
Mark
for
it.
them.
But real Premier League news, Arsenal and Tottenham played on Sunday and score was 2-2. It was a great match. That was a fun one. All right, moving into this week's predictions. Anybody? I want a hot take from everyone for this week, starting down on the end with Ben.
Alright. No, absolutely not.
Ben, I want a hot take from you from this upcoming week.
Hot take. This Friday night, in Giant Stadium actually doing, Mexico
Not live.
will obliterate the USA soccer team 5-0.
5-0.
I'm calling it right
Ben,
now.
are you going to be at that game?
That's unchecked aggression.
That is to be determined. I'm not
Friday
buying
night,
that
you
ticket.
said?
Yeah.
Saturday afternoon, Red Sox Yankees. Ben and I will be there.
If you're in the area, come meet us. Come say hi. Take a photo.
Probably will be out the night before, so nobody's going to watch it. But
Sick.
maybe.
So
Yeah.
5-0 Mexico.
That's a boiling hot take, man. Probably won't happen.
Little cold.
Colin.
My hot take, it's not that hot because OBJ is nasty. But like I was saying before, OBJ, season over with the Browns, he's going to go for 3 touchdowns. Okay?
Whoa.
Baker Mayfield, OBJ,
My boy Baker.
Juice, going to be unstoppable this year.
I like that, but there's a lot of targets on that Browns offense.
Yeah, that's a home game for the Browns against the Titans, too.
That's
so.
You know what? That's manageable. I take it back.
But yeah, that's a
Titans
hot.
suck.
That's a
3
hot
touchdowns for
offense.
OBJ.
3 touchdowns for OBJ. It's a fun one.
It's pretty mild take. I like that.
With Jarvis Landry and Njoku. That's gonna be interesting. I'm rooting for that hot take to happen, Colin.
What about their undrafted rookie that they brought in? Kid was
No.
homeless.
He got cut.
Giuseppe. Yeah, I know he got cut.
Uh-oh.
I just wanted to.
No, my
Just
bad.
wanted to put it out there.
Yeah,
Pretty.
He returned that
pretty cool
that
story.
kick for the
He did. He
touchdown
returned a punt.
preseason.
Pretty
That
cool
was
story.
great.
Went from being homeless to an NFL roster. So.
Browns are gonna be exciting this year. I think. Go ahead now. Hot
Adele?
take.
All right, Chargers are going to be the only team in the AFC West to win.
And that concludes our show. Thank you. Guys, we won. What? That wins? Yes.
Wow.
No.
You got the Raiders, who are
Raiders are bad.
You got
New Brown.
Who was the Broncos' good quarterback?
Joe Flacco.
Joe
He's an elite
Flacco.
quarterback.
I don't
He's a Super Bowl winner.
And then
It's all
Chiefs
Browns
has to
Super
play
Bowl
against the
winner.
Jaguars.
You're telling me right now
And then
The Chiefs are losing to the Jaguars in Jacksonville at 1 o'clock on Sunday, September 8th.
Is that exactly what you're
Yannick
saying?
Ngakoue is gonna put it down.
That's more of a hot take.
That's a hot take, dude.
That actually was my hot take.
Yeah, I didn't want to.
What?
I didn't want to.
Jaguars take down the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday,
Really?
September 8th. Nick Foles and a stingy Jacksonville defense
Wow.
come out strong.
Wow.
And to be honest with you, they are another hot take, another one of my picks to make it to the AFC
Two hot
Championship game.
takes.
The Jaguars?
The Jaguars.
Hey, we'll be watching the game. It's on CBS, so
On CBS, okay.
that'll be on.
My hot take. Number 1 overall quarterback Kyler Murray goes scoreless in his first NFL game against
Scoreless.
the Detroit Lions.
I second that hot take.
Against the Detroit Lions, huh? Where is it?
Kyler Murray will not score a point.
At home in Arizona, he's not scoring anything?
I don't believe the hype. I don't like him.
goals or something?
They play against the Lions, right?
I'm
Yeah,
saying
play
Kyler
Lions.
Murray will not put up a touchdown himself.
That game's on
Like,
Fox.
throwing, running,
425. Well, that one will be on.
Kyler Murray will
a hot
not
take.
score a touchdown at all.
No, none at all. No passing, rushing, anything.
Kyler Murray will not.
Maybe a pick six.
Maybe, yeah, he might throw into the end.
Hey, and that counts.
David Johnson might score one, but
That's a hot take, dude.
Kyler
I think
Murray?
Kyler Murray's gonna have at least one.
I don't think so. I don't.
You'll figure it out.
Dill swap?
Dylan.
My hot take: Giants are beating the Cowboys week 1.
Yes, Dylan.
Wow.
Even with Zeke coming
Oh.
back, I have faith. Eli's gonna do it, man. He's got it.
First
still.
take one.
Dylan, the Redskins and the Giants are making a charge from the basement of the NFC.
Let's go 30.
All right, here, let's make this easy. Over under Eli Manning passing yards. For 100. Over 100, under. What do you guys
Under.
think?
Over.
I'm going under.
I'm going under.
I'm going under.
Don't disrespect the 2-time Super Bowl.
I'm going under.
He's gonna have 160.
He can barely throw 20 yards anymore.
Odell can throw farther than he
Over 100
can.
yards.
Odell did throw farther than he could last season.
That's why Odell
Twice.
left, because he
Over under 2 or 1.5 touchdowns for Eli Manning passing touchdowns.
Under.
You said 2?
Over under for 1.5. He's gonna have 2 or 1 or 0.
I'll
One.
go over.
One under.
Yeah, I'm at the under.
I see Saquon having like
That's
3
true.
rushing
I'm gonna take the
touchdowns,
under, yeah.
but Eli's not.
Over under 150 rushing yards, Ezekiel Elliott.
Are these like accurate?
Under.
No, I'm just these are off the top of my head.
Under.
Over.
For who?
Under.
Over.
Over under 150
This is
rushing yards
off.
for Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah.
I'm going over.
Under.
I'm at the under. Got it.
Say under.
Probably under, yeah.
Under?
Even though it's Saquon.
I'm talking about Zeke.
Oh, Zeke?
Thanks for tuning in, Bill.
Okay, for Zeke, over.
There it is.
Hey. Dylan, I love you having faith in that Giants.
All right,
Giants defense.
my hot take, opening night game, Packers at the Bears. I got the Bears winning 28-7 against the Packers. That's my hot take for the week.
Aaron Rodgers is a bad man.
Khalil Mack's an even badder, man.
That's not true.
That correct English?
Cool. Do you hear what Khalil Mack said? He said, "I'm just ready to hit somebody."
That's pretty scary.
That's
He's
scary coming from
He's
Khalil
gonna take
Mack.
out Aaron Rodgers' knee again.
At least
for
he
the
didn't
second
say
year
that
in a
before they
row.
play the Raiders. I don't know if they play them this year. I'm assuming not. But all right, guys, thanks for watching. Hope to see you next week. Go
Go
Wolves!
We got that.
Until then, we're